Hi everyone, it's Heidi from Joyful Artistry, and today I'm here to create a little journal like these two that I've created in the past, but I thought I would make a video on how I did these. This is my grandparents' little book, and this is my baby book. It's got the little twins on there. These are vintage pictures that I've picked up along the way. Let me just quickly show you one of them. Some little danglies on the bottom. Got my tie here. And just some pockets out of old vintage quilt and some tabs and lots of lace. Little pocket. So another little pocket with a little notepad. So I'm probably going to take 2 sessions to do this, have a part 1 and a part 2. So some more little tuck spots. This is made out of a doily. But I don't want to take a lot of time showing you this because I want to get into creating one like this. Oh, so yummy. Look at how thick these are and lots of yumminess. So I'm going to set those off to the side. So I've got a little grandparents one, I've got a baby one, and then I thought, wow, why don't we do a friend's book using a vintage photo? So first thing I want to do is I've already taken a piece of a quilted pillow sham. I've cut it in the shape of this doily piece, and I love this. This was a doily that I cut into 3 sections. So there was this one, another one, and another one. And I used the other 2 on the other 2 books. And then I took different papers and I just tore them. I used my ruler to tear pages that would fit inside my cover. And so I've used coffee stain paper, ledger paper, more ledger paper, some music paper, lined paper. This spiral paper came out of a vintage Yale notebook. This is just some typing paper, kids writing paper. So a bunch of different types of paper I've pulled to put in here so that someone can use this as a journal, and these will all be for sale. If anybody's interested, definitely leave me a message. So this one here, so the first thing I want to do is I want to sew this signature in. And when I say signature, it means just a section of papers. And sometimes there's more than one section. So you'll have sometimes 2 signatures or 3, which is just 3 of these or 2 of these. So today it's just 1. And so the first thing I want to do is I just kind of want to make sure it's even inside of here. So we're just gonna do, actually, hold please, because before we do that, I actually want to put my pockets in. So let's take this and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to cut a couple pieces of my vintage quilt. I'm going to cut a little piece to sew in here, and then I'm going to cut a piece to sew back here, because then it'll be easier to sew it in without the signature sewn into it. So we'll do that, and then we'll do the cover. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. So, all right, so here's my little piece here of vintage quilt that I have. And I'm just going to take a little bit, as you can tell, I've been cutting little bits here and there. And I like this section here with all the different pieces. So I'm thinking I'm going to just kind of, let's just start by lobbing off a piece that I can work with. And I'm wanting to put a piece here. Oh, I like all of that. So I'm going to just trim this off. we're going to use these as tabs in there. Those will be adorable. So if we do this, I need to trim this down just a little bit because you don't want the pocket too big. And if you can see, you still have room here to tuck something in. So I like that. I like that it's not even. I'm totally okay with that. And we're going to just sew that in. And then I'm going to make a little corner pocket here. And I'm liking that, but let's just see what else there is. This is really pretty here. Let me cut a little bit of this here. And I like that there. And we're going to put our tie on. And I just have a piece of, this is actually an elastic lace that came from Hobby Lobby. If you can, it's just, I just like the feel of it. And it ties nicely. The bow looks great. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to put this here because I'm going to sew that on. And then this one will go on the other side and we'll sew this on underneath here. Okay. But before I do that, I want to sew down this edge, sew around here so that it looks like it was sewn all the way around when I go to attach it here. And my sewing machine is off to my right. So let me just pull it over, see if I can get it into the, whoops. Okay, we're good. I just unplugged it. Okay, let me see if we're in. Yeah. So all I'm going to do is just sew down this one side. Oh, and I'm hoping that my bobbin doesn't run out because that would be stinky. And this is my old workhorse. It's a Kenmore that's like 30 years old. And, gosh, probably even older than that. And it is in rough shape. And I have another sewing machine that I use for when I'm, sewing clothes or making a quilt or something like that. This one's not for that. So I just did an edge down there. I'm just going to kind of rough up my edge a little bit because I love the look of that. So we're just going to do that. I'm going to trim off my ends here. Just make sure we're in the picture to see what I'm doing. And so so this will get sewn here. This one will get sewn there. But I want to pin it down. So I'm going to grab some pins. So I want to make sure I don't lose my tie because I hate taking out what I have already sewn. I don't like ripping. So that's just me. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. Okay, and then we're going to do this one here. I don't like this pin. Let me get one a little bit bigger. So I'm going to put this one here. Get all my layers. And then we're going to put this pin here. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to sew one side and then we're going to sew the other side. As easy as that. And then I don't mind that this is sticking out here. It doesn't bother me at all. I will be adding tags, so you may not even notice it there. Okay, there we go. that side. So, oops, let's get this side. And then we'll sew our signature in and we'll work on our cover. We'll use different laces. We'll cut up doilies to put on there. I've got a little bit of the vintage quilt on there. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to set this back on my little table here. Okay, easy peasy, right? All right, so that goes away. All right, so now look at that. Okay, now we will put our signature in. Want to make sure it's the right side up. Let's set those off to the side because I'm not sure which one we're going to use yet. And creating a junk journal, it does not have to be perfect. That is one of the things that I love about junk journaling, is that my journal never has to be perfect. So I'm gonna, sorry for the noise. It's a little sandwich container that I picked up, and I have all of my, I don't even know why that's in there. It doesn't need to be in there. It has what I need to put my signatures in. Just make sure that's even there. Oh, let me just grab my little mat. Okay. And I don't, because it's one signature, I don't have to really measure. I'm just going to eyeball it. And I have two alls. I have this one and I have this one. I am going to use, well, no, I'm going to use this one because I do like this one better. So we're just going to put one in the middle. We're going to put one to the top, one hole to the top, and then we're going to put a hole to the bottom. Okay. And okay, just want to make sure that I've gone through all the layers, especially the outside. This will be a little tricky to see where I've put my holes, but that's okay. And I have some thread here. And what you want is 3 times the height of your journal. I always do a little extra because I hang dangles off the bottom. So I like to have extra. And this isn't a sharp needle that I use for this. Be a little blunt. You can use a sharp one if you want. So that out of the way. So we go down through the center. And oops, I don't want to get that guy in the way. So here's the tricky part. Like, where did I put the hole? So I'm going to go through here to just kind of see where my hole is. And look at that. Helps me to see where I need to bring my needle in through. Okay, and then we have this one, and then we go all the way down to the bottom, and then we're going to come right back up in the center. Okay, okay, and then we want to make sure we have a string on one side and one on the other side of the string going down the center here. It's okay that one is longer than the other. And I'm just going to tie a square knot in this so that it's nice and taut, because nobody likes a loose signature. And look at that. I'm just going to trim this a bit and put this off to the side. And that is, and look at that. We've got a nice journal already started. We've got our tie, we've got some pockets, we've got our signature in there. let me tuck this stuff all out of the way. Okay, put this over here. And okay, so now let's work on the cover. I'm going to actually tie this closed. And we're going to use, I have, we'll tie this. And we'll use these two covers as our inspiration because I do like that. So I have this photo here, and I have this photo, and then I have this one. So as you can tell, I did use two different types. One was horizontal, one was vertical image. And I'm thinking, so I love that there's 5 here, but I also think this one is great because I like the color, like it's brighter. This one has a spot on it. And then we've got this one here. I don't know. I think we should go with this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it down a bit. It needs to be a little bit smaller. So I'm going to just get rid of a little bit on the outside so that so that it fits nicely here. I really like that. That's awesome. That'll work out really well. And we're going to take bits of our quilt to put behind. Put a little bit behind it. I'm going to use some of this. I think I like the blue. I like that little bit of blue there. I'm going to grab some, I got a couple of jars with just little bits and pieces in them. Let's see if I've got a little bit of doily in here that we can use. Just a little bit of that. Use some of that for layering. That's nice. Boy, we've got all kinds of fun stuff in here. I love that too. All kinds of little things that we can use. So, all right. Let's see, what else do I have here? Let me just grab one in my drawer maybe. Yep, here we go. Here's one we can use. I love using these. This gives them another life. I'm just gonna lob some off, see how much I need. We just want to layer, layer, layer here, okay? And I have this here that we could use. I'm going to just trim this a bit. And maybe we'll just layer up behind these ladies. I like that. And then I love this one too. I think we'll layer kind of like both so that we've got an edge here and we've got an edge there. So I'm going to ink around this. Give it a little inking. And then we're going to glue. This one has a little more in it. Probably should have opened up a new one. And I love using the old photos. I mean, these are photos that people have gotten rid of, decided they don't like or want, or don't remember the family members. So this just gives it another life. Like you can just get another life out of these. Okay. Lay it on its side. Put a little bit of that. And we're gonna make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yep. Okay. That. Look at that. And I love how that just kind of hangs there. Okay. And we've got this little piece here. Now let's glue this on because that looks great right there. And you can't be afraid, you know, you just got to try it. There's no mistakes with junk journaling. You cannot make a mistake. It is, oh yeah, see, look at this little edging here. Just gonna cut that. Maybe we want to put this off like that. So if we've got, but I do want a little bit of this on here as well. So maybe we do some layering like that. Oof, these guys, they're looking great. A little more, some other, I have other. I like a lot of layering. It gives it a lot of texture. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down because I know that I want this on here like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this on. Oh, goodness, you guys, this silly glue. Oh, I probably should have opened a new one, but I did not. There we go. Should be enough to hold this here. Just going to tatter that a little bit and tatter that a little bit. Okay. And then I'm thinking that's going to go like that there. Put a little bit of glue on the layers as well. Okay, got that. So let me see my picture. Let's see if yep, so far so good. Yeah, I like that. But now I really want, we're going to trim this first. I want to put a little bit extra there. Do we want to kind of frame them all the way around? This can go kind of under there. No, I don't. But they definitely need a little more here. Okay, you guys. I'm going to set this. That's great. That works. That's working for me really well. So I'm wondering, we wouldn't want to do that. It's a process, right, you guys? It's a process. And I wish I had a little, I need a little ruffle of this. That's okay. We could add that in a bit, but I do like that. And then we have this little bit here. I'm wondering if this is a little big to go on there. It's a little bit of a ruffle. This is a little smaller. Maybe. Nope. I do like this. I do. Okay. I'm thinking I want to put that down. We're just going to go for it, you guys. We're just going to go for it. So I do have a little blushy pink that I think we'll try. A little ruffle. Okay. Ooh, we don't want to cover her head. Okay. Okay, that's great. And I have this little blushy ruffle. Okay. We're just framing these ladies in, right? Then we'll, if I do something like that, my ruffle can go off there. And then maybe we add a few little buttons. Well, feeling like this is a little wide. It's okay. I'm going to glue this little bit down and put the buttons on because that I do like. Get that? Oop. I grabbed some other little lace, little crocheted lace. I'll find a few more little buttons. I do like the buttons that have thread on them. It gives it a nice look. And sometimes, this is the front of the button. I will glue it down with the back because I love where it was cut off of the shirt or the skirt. I just really like that look. I like things in 3s and 5s. I can tell you that as well. Isn't that coming along nice, you guys? All right, so let's get the buttons glued down. I just seem to make it. It gives it a little extra oomph, I think. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we've got that. Let me, so we're just gonna move stuff aside for a sec. I'm gonna bring this back. I'm gonna just put that there and see. Here's the smaller piece. Maybe I just want to add a little bit. Not crazy about that on there. I thought I would love it. That's all right. Totally all right. Jeepers. That came out of one of the journals. Let's find another little bit of lace that we could maybe put on that edge. Isn't this gorgeous? This is vintage. Not all that I use is vintage. I mix and match because it depends what I have. I don't have all vintage. Wish I did, but I don't. We put a little underneath there. Brought it down. That's so... Thought I had the vision. I thought I had caught the vision, but I guess I did not. That's all right. It's always all right. This is a somebody's doily in process that they were crocheting. Ooh, I do like that. I do like that. We're going to hold there for a second. This may go under here. Yep. That I like. Yeah, I really like that, you guys. And then, let's see what I have in my little pile. If you could see around my desk, it is a mess, a mess, a mess. So these are partial. This is a piece of a tablecloth. Just gonna rough up my edges using my nail. If we put this under here and under there. I'm thinking, I don't want to put anything here and I'm okay with that, but what if we pull that up and then we put this down like that. Ooh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I'm not liking that. And I know what I want, you guys. I'm going to have to make it, I'm not going to do it right now. I want some of this. I want this ruffle to add to it. So I'm thinking right now, I'm going to glue this on. We're going to leave it here because off camera, I will make some more ruffle. You guys don't need to watch me do that. I'm just going to glue that down. We'll put this here, like that. Okay, and then once I have a little bit of that ruffle made, I will make it, it'll be, yeah, see, that's really what I'm looking for, is that little bit of a ruffle there. So we'll do that. If I want to put any, just even a little something here along this edge. I like that. Just that little something there. So let me get a little glue down here. I'm going to make a ruffle for the other. Actually, you know what I have, you guys? I have a little bit of blue ruffle. Maybe I want a little blue. Okay. Oh my, I have glue all over my fingers, so everything's sticking to me now. If we added, well, I kind of like that. I'm kind of liking that. But I'm not loving it. Not loving it. And that's okay. All right, so we're going to, I'm going to glue this down. Get a whole bunch of glue on this. We're going to glue it down. Then we're going to go in and glue that down. And then I think this will be part one, getting the signature in and getting, doing our cover, getting our tie on. And I'm going to come back with a part two of embellishing inside. Oh, I don't want to put them on upside down. Okay. And then we're just going to put them, and I will have that little ruffle for us to go here. I'm just going to create a little ruffle. So that is, whoops, what we've done today is putting our signature in and doing our cover. This was great. I love, love, love how this Friends journal is turning out. I'm going to try and find a word, Friends, to put on here. Even if we stamp it, that'll be even better. So I appreciate you all being here. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please take a minute and do that. I would appreciate that. And in the comments, let me know if you have any questions or what you liked about this. And if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. So thanks for being here. Have a great day. Bye.